What if we told you that the Colorado Springs lifestyle was actually a lot different than you think? It's not the Manitou Incline every weekend, it's not Garden of the Gods, and it's not even Pikes Peak. It's what happens every day, Monday through Friday, during the regular work week, and then it's the fun things that happen after that that really makes Colorado Springs what it's all about.
And let's be honest, you guys, living in Colorado, all of those things that Sean just said are a part of living in Colorado, especially Colorado Springs. But when we actually kind of take a look at the day-to-day and what Colorado Springs is really all about, it's not everybody doing the incline every single day, even though there are a few crazies that do it. But
They live in Manitou.
They live in Manitou. That's like genuinely their whole entire life. Like, that's good to know because it's not just all about that.
Well, and I think that YouTube is a great resource for people, but a lot of the times when people are looking, just like us, we just got back from Las Vegas and we went for her daughter's birthday and it was super fun. We went with her cousin as well, and her cousin doesn't go. And so she's Googling, what do I do in Las Vegas all the time, right? And I think that a lot of people that are coming to Colorado Springs fall victim to that same thing. Top 5 things to do in Colorado Springs.
Sure.
And what I can tell you as natives is that, like, we don't go to Garden of the Gods. We don't go to the Manitou Springs Incline all the time. I have been to Pikes Peak less than 5 times in my entire life. It's just when you become a part of the actual community, that's something that you do when you're on vacation, but the day-to-day lifestyle things are probably not going to be that unless you're just a super outdoor adventurous. You love going to Garden of the Gods and sitting with the tourists every single day.
Well, and I think too, it's important because, I mean, we even say it, and you guys know that I love me some mountains. That is there. I like to look at them. I don't like to hike them. We do know that a ton of people do move into Colorado Springs because of that. So we're not saying that, like, you can't go do all of that. What we're saying, though, is like the reality of it is it's amazing that it's there at our fingertips, but that's not reality of like a day-to-day lifestyle. Maybe you're not really into, outdoorsy physical stuff, right? Like maybe you're kind of like me to where you enjoy looking at the mountains. I love that when we have people come visit us, that we can go to the Garden of the Gods, that we can go, take the train to Pikes Peak. I like being able to have that at my fingertips, but it's not something that we do every single day.
Well, and I think that the key point that I would like to get across is that you're going to find your 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 things that you really enjoy doing. And the great thing about Colorado Springs is that we do have the seasons. So if you absolutely love camping, you might make it a priority to go once a month or once every 2 weeks or something like that, because the season for camping is so small. Same with skiing. Like this last year, people were so mad that they couldn't ski more frequently because we just simply had no snow. It was so bad. And so the good snowboarding days were extremely limited. And then you factor in your work and your lifestyle and your kids and everything else. And so it just makes you appreciate the things that you can do when you can do them a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, one thing I will say that, and I'll kind of touch that Sean just said, is the camping aspect of it. That is one thing Colorado Springs is amazing with, right? You can go camp at a campground that's 15, 20 minutes away. You can go an hour and 10 minutes to Pueblo Reservoir and camp. You can go 3 hours away to Horsetooth. I mean, like, there are so many amazing places to be able to camp, and living in Colorado Springs allows you to be able to do that. And I would say we can just look around our block and we see so many campers and RVs, right? So I know that is a huge aspect of people. They genuinely love that you can just be able to go pack up your camper or even tent camp, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Now, what I will say about the Colorado Springs lifestyle that is true is, like I said in the beginning, it's the things that happen Monday through Friday. It's the things that happen on the weekends. So what do those things actually look like? I would say, at least for us, it's getting together after the workday or even on the weekend to do a barbecue during the summertime. That's like one of my favorite things to do. I love all the different sports. So we put sports on, we have people over at the house, or we get together at our local little golf course restaurant that we like to go to with all of our friends. I just recently got into darts. I'm going to be a professional dart player. Not really, but it's fun for me. So I like to do that.
Well, and
like all of like the local community things is super we enjoy doing them a lot.
Well, and I think that that's kind of the great thing, right? Like the lifestyle in Colorado Springs is there are so many local home spot dive bars, if you call it, or local restaurants that have kind of like that community feel that's not necessarily a bar, but it allows you to be able to like, you see your family, you know, like not your blood family, maybe if they live here, but you just see your neighbors and your friends. And it's, you know, when the weather is nice, you host barbecues and you have people over and you play cornhole in your backyard, or you get a little, you know, $25 blow up pool and you just kind of hang out.
You get a $25 blow up pool and never use it like I told you wouldn't, because it's silly.
but those are the type of things that you do kind of that are a normal lifestyle thing in Colorado Springs.
Well, and for those who have families, younger kiddos, things like that, if you choose to live in one of the bigger communities with like the rec centers and the pools, that's going to be a huge hit for you. That's where you're going to meet a ton of people. In those communities, there's usually a school, which obviously if your kid's in that community and goes to that school, more than likely his friends are in that community and go to that school. So it's where relationships are built. And I think that that's a huge aspect of Colorado Springs is just community and relationships. Whether you're in the rec centers or you want to go out on the farmers markets or to the restaurants or to the bars or to the whatever, you are going to meet your like-minded people. It's very easy to do that in the Colorado Springs community.
Well, and you know, one thing that I don't think that we've even really talked about very much, because we definitely talk about kind of the community with the rec centers, like Banning Lewis, Meridian, Wolf Ranch, all of that kind of stuff, right? They have the community center, they have a pool, they have an indoor pool, all that kind of stuff. But I don't think what we've really talked about is how many YMCAs we have here in Colorado Springs.
Oh, yes.
And that also is another big community thing and another big lifestyle. It's not just a gym. It's truly a place where people go and they host so many different events, very family friendly with no matter what ages your kiddos are. And they have the pools, they have the outdoor events, they have the 5K runs, they have the cornhole events. They even have senior citizen free classes and stuff to like teach people how to type, teach people how to write a resume. Just very basic stuff that a lot of people just don't, they just forget how to do it. So that kind of stuff, very much lifestyle, day to day. You know, we have really good friends that go to the YMCA every single day. They have after school daycare. They have before school daycare. And so I think that that is something that is definitely a huge advantage and very much a lifestyle in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, and another huge thing that we have is parks. We have tons and tons of parks. If you are an outdoorsy person, you don't want to have people over to the house, but you'd love to get together, maybe bring some cornhole boards and watch the kids run around so you don't have to clean up after their craziness. Parks are a huge thing here in Colorado Springs, so take advantage of them. That is another thing that I would say we would like to get out and get to more often is the parks. But just last weekend we were driving by, I was like, we should go to John V. And I look and there's 1,000 people. They have like all these covered patios and barbecue pits and things like that. I was like, oh, okay, somebody already claimed that territory today. So we're not doing that. It was kind of just like a last minute, I don't even know what we were doing, going to lunch or something. And I was like, oh, maybe we'll go there. Just kidding.
Well, and I think too, like we have a ton of different parks and they offer a ton of different things. So you can go to like a very, very small, you know, a little site. So like if you have little kids, like little toddlers where you're like, I don't want big kids trampling all over them, right? There are so many different little pockets of just little parks. Then you have bigger ones like Sean just was saying with John V. And that one has like your football fields, your soccer fields. It has huge different swings and slides, and it does have the camping stuff, or not camping, but like picnic type stuff. Cottonwood, right? That has baseball fields, and it has, is it pickleball or is it tennis?
I was just about to talk about pickleball because it's one of the greatest things you can do here, and it's indoor and outdoor. We have venues for it all over the place. So if it's wintertime and you want to play, go indoor. If it's summertime and you want to play outside, go outdoor. Tons of options.
With pickleball, I think that that's kind of a sport that is, over the last few years, I feel like
Crazy.
Nobody knew about it. And then all of a sudden it was like the next best thing. And they do have a crap ton of indoor ones and outdoor ones. Some of them are private, some of them are open to public. But I think that that's another sport, and that's also good for all ages. I mean, there's a ton of people. We need to get. I enjoyed it when we did it. We need to do it more. But yeah,
you just reminded me, because I was thinking pickleball, and then I just realized like community things, right? Like we have a ton of CrossFit gyms. And that got me thinking even more that Colorado Springs is probably extremely unique in the aspect where you will do something like CrossFit or a 5K or go play pickleball, and then you go to the local brewery.
Yeah.
Like, there's all these different breweries. Jack's is one of the ones closest to us, but it's super funny because actually I did it with a friend of mine a few times. And it's like, oh, let's go do this super healthy outdoor activity. Okay, now let's go drink some beer.
Well, and I think why though is like, you stop and think about the clientele that's in that, or the people that live in Colorado Springs, and they are healthy, right? It's a healthy lifestyle, it's a healthy state, but they also like to have a good time. And I don't think that there is anything wrong with that. And it's kind of one of those things to where it's like balancing out, yeah, let's go to a 5K and then let's go support our local brewery. So
I agree.
And I know that there's like another 5K that it's like a donut run. Like after you're done with your 5K, you get you get a donut. But I mean, that's Colorado for you guys.
Yep. A little bit of play, a little bit of fun, and a little bit of drinking.
Yep. Another huge lifestyle here and normal kind of day-to-day thing is we're very, very pet friendly. When I say pet friendly, dogs, cats, we have not wolves.
Squirrels. I don't know.
Coyotes. You don't want the coyotes. We have bears that literally are like everywhere, deer everywhere. But with that said, we're super dog friendly to where you cannot go. I can almost challenge anybody and everybody with this statement. You can't go around a block without seeing someone walking their pet. And I think that that's amazing, even in the cold, even when our winters are, everybody's bundled up, but it's very, very just pet friendly.
If you've made it this far, you probably know that Crystal and I are your local Colorado Springs real estate agents. So if you would like to buy or sell, or really buy, you're probably looking at moving here, we'd love to help. But that brings me to my next point. When we help people from out of state and we go show houses, it's so funny because there's always going to be a dog in the backyard barking somewhere. Your neighbors are always going to have animals. So definitely a pet-friendly state.
Yeah. Now, with that, though, we have restaurants that allow your pets to come with you that are really kind of designed to entertain dogs. They have little dog menus and dog treats and little pet bowls and stuff like that. And we have a ton of different dog parks. And to where you can, if your dogs are friendly and they're good with people, you can absolutely go to a dog park, go run around. You meet other like-minded people. And, I think Sean and I's lifestyle is a little bit different just because our kiddos, our daughter just turned 21, which is absolutely insane. So we don't have like littles in school anymore. We don't have the camaraderie of going to the school events and meeting different parents. Our lifestyle is a little bit different, but a dog park is great for those people who don't necessarily want to have, you don't want to go to a bar. You don't want to go to Starbucks and meet someone. It's great. You get to meet people that have similar interests in you. And it's just another way that, first off, that we're very community based. And secondly, that you are going to be able to do stuff on a day-to-day basis, no matter what.
So, Colorado Springs might not be mountains every day, or
you'll definitely be able to see them every day.
You'll be able to see them every day, but it's some of the things that we mentioned today that really makes the Colorado Springs day-to-day lifestyle so much fun. Like, if you love community, if you like to get outdoors, if you like to party and have a good time, Colorado Springs is going to be a great fit for you.
Well, and I think just even kind of talking with all of you guys today, we always say that Colorado Springs is very community, but just even bringing up some of those things really just makes me realize that it is very, very community driven. And so that's something that I'm proud to live here in Colorado, and both Sean and I are natives. And so it's what we see every single day.
So if you have any questions about moving to Colorado Springs, be sure to call us or text us 719-238-1771. Subscribe to the channel, and until next time, we will see you later.